Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Akanksha Tyagi, and today again at SheFlix, the GWC talk show, we bring you a very interesting and inspiring story today. That is, we have Miss BinduBajaj with us. She aspires to inspire. I'll start this conversation with her, a very interesting conversation, in fact, with a line that was again mentioned by her. Everybody has the will to win, but only few have that will to prepare to win. The will to prepare to win is very much important, just having a will to win. So we want to know more about this lady who is into nutrition and is also the founder of Dietmantraz, is a very renowned dietitian. We want to know more about you, Ms. Bindu Bajaj. Welcome to our show.
Well, thank you so much, Akankshaji, and thank you, GWC, for this lovely platform. I'm sharing my story here to inspire so many women and so many people around. And yes, to start with, you're absolutely right that you need a strong willpower to seek ahead in life, as life is a journey. So this is my journey, which I'm going to share today. And as per Akankshaji, being I'm a nutritionist right now, but my journey has been into several creative pursuits of life, right? So everyone has a will to win, but very few have a will to prepare to win. So yes, I feel myself as Nutritionist BinduBajaj from Dietmantraz, a yoga exponent and an educationist. Initially, I've been a professional teacher, for about 12 years, for a long time. And I've taught in renowned schools, international schools of Delhi, as well as preschool was my first journey, the study golfing. And the Blue Wells International was my second school. So now, as I forged ahead, because children have been a great passion in my life and they are the basis of society. So I was so much attached with the kids, I've been so much into kids with, so many activities. And I've been from the science background. I've done my BSc Home Science from Lady Irwin College, plus BEd also from Lady Irwin College. And then I fabricated myself. Later I became a yoga teacher from Aurobindo Ashram. And then I did my dietetics and nutrition from VLCC. So this is how I evolved as per my academic qualifications. And I'm from Presentation Convent School. So my parents have been a great inspiration for me. And I forged ahead no matter what obstacle came in my way. I never paused. I just went with the flow of life. So this is about me. Yes, Akankshaji, anything specific I would like to.
Yeah, this is quite amazing. I just want to know what inspired you to be a dietitian? What made you to get into this field of nutrition and being a dietitian? Because as you told us that you were a teacher and you were into teaching field, so how this turn happened?
Well, I've been a teacher. Yes, I immediately when I did my BEd, since I used to get inspired by my seniors, by my teachers. They were teaching me, and I was a science student. So I had that ardent desire. No doubt, my father was not liking my teaching profession. He wanted me to go in business. He wanted me to become a nutritionist. And mystically, yes, today I am. I have fulfilled his dream, and I am a nutritionist today. So I feel that basically, nutritionist. I fabricated this line because I'm from a foodie family, and I love to cook. And it's not cooking only. I mean, it's also the right combinations. And I've seen, I wanted to reach out to people who are not taking correct nutrition, and then they're falling sick also, because I've seen the sickness of my dad in my house. And so I literally wanted to make people aware. And then I took up this nutrition particular course. First, it was a yoga exponency thing. I was in Aurobindo Ashram. From there, I got an insight that why not to, mix my venture and journey of food also in a holistic approach towards this particular line. So I enhanced this line. I joined VLCC. I also then later on, I was doing internship there. I went to several corporates like Fitness First India. And then I was main head nutritionist there. I was counseling a lot of clients. But then I thought it's something that I have to start off my own, So I gave my mother she was a woman entrepreneur herself. She made a nice tagline for me: Dietmantraz explores creativity. So I have all the creative ventures. It's not only nutrition; it's basically all the creative, ventures under this line: Dietmantraz explores creativity. So this is how I entered this line. And yes, as teaching was a part of my profession, so I had a passion with kids also. A lot of activities. It can be storytelling concepts, action dance, dry cooking concepts, kids yoga. So the name of that kids venture was the growing path. That was again kept with of course, my guiding angel,
All right.
my dear mother. So the two parallel lines, the growing path and Dietmantraz explores creativity. Right now, I'm heading forward to it. And
Right.
yes,
So,
it's been a
as
big
you said,
challenge.
right. So, as you said
Yes,
about growing parts, so how do you balance? Because as a dietitian, there is a lot of work, and it has its own pros and cons if you are into this field, because you have so many people consulting to you, and you need to make the complete diet chart. So, how you balance between the growing path and diet mantras?
well, you see, the thing is, last year, 2020, was a big challenge for me because all the schools are totally shut. And initially, I was doing my venture in schools. I was doing creative workshops in GD Goenka La Petite or Sri Ram School. So I was totally in my free movement. And I was conducting workshops for children as well as teachers. But now, presently, I am just, since kids are always online, they are with their activities. So this particular time, the growing path is basically just catering to the parents' queries. How I'm just counseling the parents as to how you want to handle your children during this crucial time when they're in the house. At the same time, I started doing kids yoga as well, but kids are, having a lot of short span of concentration. So kids yoga also, sometimes I do it online, but main is parents counseling, like, how to counsel the children when they are in the house and how to go about their correct, adequate nutrition. So this is how right now I'm catering because the school avenues are totally closed. So this is how, and
Right.
yes, no doubt, I fix up the time with my clients when I have to give time slots to them so that I can, conduct a session online, or sometimes they visit me. I'm taking very few clients at home right now. So I have to balance, like this particular client is going to be catered tomorrow. So I give a proper session on the phone or maybe personally when they visit me. Yes, so I'm balancing both the lines. And it gives me also a pep, to continue with spark. That's it.
Right, right, absolutely. So, as a mother of two kids, I have a question for you. When we talk about nutrition for a child or a diet for a child, as a mother, mothers are very, very conscious about the kids' diets. And when the child is into toddler age, toddlers or say tweens in the growing years, so they develop a taste to a certain thing, to a certain taste, and if they don't like it, they won't have it. How much you try, how much you give it to them, whether you try to make a paste or put it into their chapatis or whatever it is. If they don't like the taste, they are not going to have it, no matter how you try. So, what would be your suggestion as a dietitian and a nutritionist, and how a mother can incorporate those important nutrients, vitamins or minerals, whatever it is, into her child's diet? And the fact is that the child doesn't like that.
Absolutely. It's a very good question, Kangshuji, and I feel that get your child eat right without without the force factor, right? So basically,
All right.
what we're trying to do is we have to add a bit of creativity lies on the part of mothers also. So first of all, we have to set a meal plan for them in a specific day, right? If we are giving them smoothies, say for example, and they don't like specific fruits, maybe they don't like pineapple or they don't like banana, so what we have to do is we have to make a puree of these fruits, like, we just churn in the mixie or whatever, put it in the milk, and milk you can incorporate maybe few almonds because almonds will also go in the milk also. Try giving them more pureed stuff. For example, fruit smoothie, you can give a blend of coconut water and banana, or maybe a fruit added strawberries with it, or berries. So smoothies is a very good concept to enhance the nutritive value of the children. Secondly, if you're making cutlets and they're really fond of cutlets, you can incorporate oats. Oats is a soluble fiber. So maybe you can incorporate, beetroot. And of course, potato is not a problem. Always have boiled potatoes in your fridge so that, it's very easy for you to blend it in any of the recipes. Oat cutlets, you can have oat moong cutlets also, because proteins can also go in the system. And if you're giving them stuffed roti, I'll tell you, carrot stuffed roti is very good. Broccoli roti is very good. So you can incorporate some kind of permutations and combinations to make it interesting for them. And also a dessert. Like these days, you can have a nice dessert for them. Maybe, like you have that ice tray. So you can blend a nice fruit with the milk and you can put in those ice tray with a nice pattern so that they enjoy it, because they are awake till late night. That's the main concept.
Lovely, lovely. So definitely the mothers are going to try. I try my best to give the right amount of nutrition, include right amount of nutrition in my kids' diet. But they at times they become very adamant that I don't want to have it, means don't want to have it. My girl, she tries to smell everything and then she puts it into her mouth. So that becomes really difficult. And yes, the moms need to be very creative in adding something to their kids' diets. So another question to me, it was all about kids, but as a whole, when we talk about nutrition, when we talk about diet, how it affects or what is the role it plays in one's mind, body, and soul? How that connectivity is there between the diet and the nutrition?
Absolutely. Well, I first of all, being a yoga exponent, I feel that purpose of food is just not, just eating. Purpose of food is just not to your physiological needs of your eating food and satisfying your taste buds. It's basically more than that, because I feel that food is a fuel. Okay, and when food is a fuel and nutrition is a fuel, which is nutritionist food is basically a fuel which adds more to your food. So I feel that in your practical day of stress, anxiety, and a lot of productivity, we're always occupied with so many things. So I feel that a healthy mind, body, soul is important, and to nurture that, to nourish that, good food, with mindful eating is important, because otherwise we will just eat, maybe we are going to binge food, if we are having anxiety issues, or sometimes, we are keeping all our emotions within our own self. So that time also we are going to eat more. So as such, we are not hungry. We're just satisfying our taste bud. We are satisfying our emotions. Okay, fine, let me go in for a, pizza or some kind of a, Coke, because I'm totally emotionally disturbed right now. So yes, that time, yoga is very important. It is, basically awareness of your breath, and breath is very important, and to be, more mindful, and then we can, take a decision that, yes, are we really hungry? Should we eat food? So yoga really helps you to nurture you and your thoughts also, and it really enhances your personality all over. You know how to handle every situation in a very calm, cool, and composed effect. So this is what I feel. And I feel that these days teenagers are really lacking a lot of, that balance in life. They're more or less having peer pressure. They're going out with their friends and they're eating, so many, a lot of, junk food and all. So that is not good at all. Sorry. So I feel to curb that, do pranayam. Prana is the vital life force. Do your breathing exercises. 15 minutes of your meditation is very important in the morning, in the evening, night. Go early to bed, say maximum by 11 o'clock. Just switch off your phones. You can put a soothing music and just retire to your bed. So I feel that, yes, this is how you will enhance your lifestyle. And then you see the difference in your approach, how we deal with people, how children deal with their parents also. You will see a lot of change and transformation in their nature and the outlook if they are practicing yoga. If they're not practicing yoga, 24/7 is Netflix going on, messages going on, and then it really makes a difference. Yeah, I just have a sip of water. Yeah, sure.
Absolutely. So few people have already joined in with us. So we have Ekta Saigal Malhotra, Sadir Khan, Anita Mishra with us. Anita Mishra says, a young child's eating plan should consist mostly of healthy foods such as lean meats, poultry, seafood, eggs, and legumes. Whole grains such as whole wheat bread and cereals, at least 2 servings of dairy food daily, and fresh or lightly processed fruits and vegetables. And I'm sure there's more to this you will suggest as a dietitian. So when we
You
talk
see,
about, Mhm. Yes, please.
you see,
So when we talk about diet and as you told us about the connection between mind, body, and soul, because diet is just not diet; it's more than that. When you want to work and when you want to do something in your life, because that is somewhat a fuel. But what kind of fuel, what quality of fuel you are giving to your body, that is very much important. So is there
absolutely.
any role to the diet and the mental health? Is there any role to that, like the kind of food you are eating, the kind of diet you're having, that somehow affects your mental health? Is it there?
Yes, certainly. Why not? You see, I'll tell you, as we know that there are so many elements in yoga. We have vata, pitta, fire's element, and there's air element, and so many elements are there. So to
Right.
balance those all elements of life, in Ayurveda we say so, जैसे हमारा खाना होगा, जैसा हमारा मन, जैसे हमारा होगा मन होगा, वैसे ही हमारा एक चित्त, जैसा मन वैसा the behavior I'm talking about. So
Right, right.
we have to be, कहते हैं एक what there's a very good quotation I'll talk about. Balanced, कहते हैं संतुलित आहार is जीवन का आधार, right? So we have to have that balance, because I tell you, if for the mental health also, we cannot have a lot of spicy food. We have to take a lot of omega 3. Omega 3 is in fish also, and omega 3 तो आपका एक वैसे supplement चल ही रहा है. You can have, yogurt is good. Even your potassium is good. It really, जैसे coconut water हो गया, have more alkaline food so that your brain remains cool and your thoughts are very positive. Because sometimes जैसे कहते हैं ना, if you're having spicy food, and then our thoughts also determine our actions. So stress में इंसान को pumpkin seeds, flax seeds, yogurt, dairy products, these are very important. And like bananas, smoothies. So this kind of food, citrus fruits are important. Citrus fruits are very important to really keep yourself hydrated, alkaline also. So for mental health also, we need a good diet. Water is very important. We have to go in for a detox water. We can take an alkaline detox water. Maybe, we can have infusions of apple, cinnamon, your ginger, and you can all put that in the morning in your nice detox bottle, and you can have sips of water. So main idea is progress towards productivity, focus on your goals, and focus less, khana, khana, khana. It's like, focus less on food. Okay, 3 meals are important, 6 frequent meals are important, but at the same time, 24/7, khana, 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 it gets too much. This means our inner system is not satisfied. We are not taking out the difference between hunger and water. Are we thirsty or we are hungry? Sorry, my throat is a bit, I'm under the weather. Yes. So this is what I'm trying to say, that focus when you feel hungry. And when you're having your breakfast has to be like a king size. You will not have just biscuits or tea. Breakfast is properly a king size, because morning time, you have to boost up your metabolism. After that, the midday meals, you need to hydrate yourself, maybe with a green tea, or you can have a nice fruit time, or maybe a nice smoothie time. That time is also very important, because children and many adults are working at that time on online sessions. And lunch, have chapatis. I will not say quick chapatis. You can have chapatis, you can go in for, but yes, choose one grain at a time, either chapati or rice or a dalia. So you have to make your options yourself, because then, mindful eating this is what is the purpose of a nutritionist. She will guide you that how you can maintain the balance. And a bowl of vegetables, very important for adults as well as children. Yogurt is very important. Your dals, I recommend only, as a nutritionist, I feel dals should be had during daytime instead of nighttime. And like, moong, all the split moong dals. I'm not talking about dal makhani at all. But yes, have lentils, have rajmas if you're vegetarian, have chanas, very important, because these are all protein sources. And protein, we have to intake for our mental health. Proteins are important.
So,
Proteins
what you
are
are
important.
saying is we should have these dal and lentils during the lunch.
Absolutely, absolutely. During lunchtime, because they're absorbed in a better way, and because it's my
Even the lighter ones, as we have heard since we were a child, that the moong dal and the masoor dal, they're lighter, and you can eat it even in the night. You can have it even in the dinner.
sure. I'll tell you. See, actually, it depends. I also give one bowl of dal at night, and I supplement either with a lauki, like chane ki dal lauki, or I can supplement that along with the vegetable. But like sometimes, and also do not have dal and curd together. It's a very wrong combination because both of them are complex proteins. And also at night, during night, I avoid rice, curd, and paneer at night because it adds to your weight. And our target is also to be slimmer towards the weight side. So this
Right.
is
To be
some
healthy.
things you have to follow. You can you can have moong dal chila. Chila is also very good. So this is
Mm.
how we can make food interesting for children also, and also for adults. You can have chila maybe noontime, dal ka chila, moong dal chila at night also. No harm in
Right.
having it. But a plain dal ka katora, that's a bit, because uric acid hota na, uric acid body mein बढ़
Uh,
जाता है, and people keep taking dal. That's the main. So take your portions according to control, and this is how we can make food interesting for
that
both
is
children
what
as well as adults.
balanced diet is. You can't go.
Exactly,
Right. So we have a
absolutely.
question for you from the audience, and the question is, what changes should be made to diet to avoid water retention? I'm just
Okay.
highlighting this question.
Well, all right. Hi, Akshita ji, of course. Okay. Water retention is something. First of all, body has the cells in the body, they need water. And if you have to check and monitor your water control, if your water control is less, then automatically you'll have that retention in the body. And even if you're not consuming 12 glasses of water in a day, or 3 liters of water, so your water, the puffiness will be there. So to cut your water retention, I suggest going for an alkaline diet, going for a diet, which is full of, you can have a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables, a lot of, you can have maybe seeds and less of carbs. And dhania seeds, the coriander seed water is very good to control your water retention. You can have early in the morning, soak the seeds in the morning. You can soak the seeds overnight in a glass tumbler, and in the morning strain the seeds and have that water. So this dhania seeds water, the coriander seeds water, is very good to control your water retention. Also, start having detox water, detox alkaline water. Maybe you can have cucumber, you can have lemon and mint leaves, the infusion in one detox bottle, and you can put a pinch of cinnamon in it. So that's very important to cut your water retention. So this is how and yes, in a week, once in a week, go in for a salt-free dinner. You see, salt-free also, when you cut your salt, it really helps to cut, reduce your water retention. And one day you can go in for a detox. But yes, you have to be very, vigilant about it, whether my body is taking up the detox or not. So this is
Right.
how I feel that you should go in for it.
Right.
Yes.
Right. This concept of losing weight, and then we have so many diets for that, keto diet and this diet, that diet. Uh, are these types of diet important, or they play a role in losing weight, or they makes you a little weak? They are making you healthy or a little weak, or there is a way to opting for these diets.
Well, I feel that, see, I do give jerks in my meal plans, right? But I give it for a day only, right? Jerks in the sense, maybe you can, not the fat diets. Maybe you can go in for today is your jerk plan. Maybe you can go for a yogurt plan. Maybe you can go for a liquid plan. But
Okay.
the diets, which are like GM, Atkins, your keto diet, they all are, I mean, every diet has a different concept. Like basically
Right.
keto is basically high fat, moderate proteins, moderate carbs. So what I'm trying to say is, these kind of fad diets, they cut your vitamins and minerals. No doubt, your weight, you jerk it out at that time, but your inner this thing system of your body, it may either develop some hypertension issues, or it may develop some kind of a thyroid problem. So later on, these are the pros and cons of these kind of, fad diets. So as a nutritionist, I feel keep everything, moderation is the key to success, and have a balanced approach. Yes, I'm going to cut the carbs if you're not losing weight at all, and because we need energy to work also. We just cannot, otherwise we are going to get totally, our nature is going to get totally bad about it. We'll be irritated the whole day, So there's no point. We just get one life to enjoy food. So yes, be a foodie, have correct combinations, and then go ahead with your veg. So I don't recommend all these kind of, but I do give jerks in the diets. Yes, definitely.
That's very important
Yes.
because we have heard of the side effects of these kind of diets wherein few carbohydrates or proteins are focused on. The another question that I have in my mind is, after interacting to you, is at times what happens, all of us are working from home, and all of us are in front of the screen 24/7 nowadays. So it gives a lot of stress on eyes as well. And apart from that at times one feels dizzy, one feels little weak, not always, but at times because of the stress or anxiety, whatever it is, in front of the screen. So can we, through diet, can we actually help us in that situations, in that scenarios, through the diet?
Yes, why not? I like this question because there are so many people who are going online, and there's a lot of strain in your eyes, and that
Yes.
particular dizziness and the nausea. The nausea is very natural because one of my friends that day, she was doing so many things online, and she asked me, she said, Bindu, like, what's wrong? I'm not, I'm getting some kind of, she used to get nausea as well as giddiness, and that day
Yes.
she had some kind of chakra problem also. So basically her
Oh,
BP was low. So
oh,
I suggest, when you're going online, don't sit maybe after 1 hour, just get up or keep your knickknacks on the table. Stay hydrated, have green tea, have papaya bowl, and keep yourself nourished. Also, before retiring to the bed, you get those potato veggies. You cut it. You can put
yes.
potato veggies, or you can put your cucumber veggies on the eyes. Just sleep with those things. Like, people apply the face packs. So they put those cucumber roundies as well as your potatoes. So before
Yes.
retiring to bed also, it's not necessary that if you're putting the pack, then only you have to put the kiras on your eyeballs. You can
Mhm.
have that. And also the green tea sachet. When you're consuming the green tea in a day, don't throw those tea bags. You can use those tea bags and put it on your eyes. You that's really going to soothe your eyes, and it's really going to help you for your eye issues. Also, you can have maybe a cotton bath with the rose water, and also
Right.
you get the lubricant, any good lubricant, maybe a good dryness, what you call that, the eye drops, maybe refresh tears or sensei eyes, whatever. You can put that in your eyes. So just, and also as a yoga exponent, just do palming. Palming is very good. Just rub your hands and feel the heat, and then what you do is just put it on your eyes like this. So you get that, warmth. And that warmth, I'll tell you, when you're online in the session, give 4 breaks. You are doing your online work, take a pause, rub your hands, do palming. So palming is going to really help you go out in nature. Nature is excellent, and just relax yourself. So you feel the difference. You'll be totally balanced during.
Amazing,
That's really
amazing. So we have another question from Sadia Khan, and she is asking, what diet can help to overcome this PCOD? And this is one of the most common thing that one can hear nowadays. Thyroid, PCOD, these are very common.
common. Yeah. Well, you see, PCOD is, first of all, it's a lifestyle. It's a metabolic disorder. And yes, the lifestyle is very important. I know young
Okay,
generation is getting this. There's
okay,
so
so
many cases.
I have a question. So PCOD uh, can be there because of the lifestyle that you are living in, the kind of lifestyle. Okay, okay. Mhm. All right.
Because you see, I'll tell you, these are like thyroid. It is also a metabolic disorder, which is basically You say, I'm having thyroid, we have to take medicine. But ultimately, the root causes, how it happened, it was your sedentary lifestyle. You need to get up, go for walk, go for aerobics, go for dancing, and then your hormones will be charged. Now, PCOD is also like that. I know I can give diets, go down.
Then I have a question. I have seen very little kids, like 11 years old, 13 years old. They got this thyroid problem, and they play a lot, and they are very active, but they somehow got this.
It is basically, you see, the stress, they're not going to schools, the study pressure. It's a shift, it's a paradigm shift in the lifestyle. And yes, we are getting attuned to it. 2020 has been a paradigm shift in our lives, you know. So we are all getting attuned to it. So yes, kids have developed thyroid because it was a big jolt for them. And now many people are getting there are so many parents are saying they should go for physical activities, maybe squash, maybe badminton, maybe football. So clubs are opening and they all are going with precautions to these places. So basically what I'm trying to say is, yes, eating habits are very important. No late night sleeping. The more you are awake, the more binge eating you will do. So thyroid develops due to that. PCOD is a problem. Basically, I will give them low carb diet. You need low carbs naturally. Low carbs are recommended for PCOD diet. Proteins have to be increased. Your physical activity has to be increased because you get mood swings. Mood swings are then you get after the negativity of your body structure. You are into depression. That Miss Bajaj, I'm not losing weight. What to do? My daughter's she's in 12th only, and she's got PCOD also. So you see, you have to be happy. The positive thoughts in your system is very important, and you have to self-reflect. कि मैंने आज अगर ये पिज्जा खाया, मैंने अगर आज ये बर्गर खाया या ये चिप्स खाए, I have to burn my calories. अब मैं you get that self reflection. जब तक वो self reflection नहीं होगा, तब तक हम खाते ही जाएंगे. So what I'm trying to say, there are three elements: hurry, curry, and worry. These three systems, these three things have to be out of a system. जितना hurry करेंगे, our food will not get absorbed. Curry is basically your curries in the food. उसको side पे करके खाइए. And worry is, of course, your stress. This is a very common thing. So to enjoy the glow of good health, you need to be creative. तभी कहते हैं channelize your mind. Sorry, yeah.
So it's hurry, curry, and worry.
Yes.
I loved it. So people make sure you exclude these things from your diet: hurry, curry, and worry. But I want to understand this concept of curry. Curry को side करके खाइए. इसका मतलब?
Curry, I'll tell you, I meant to say like butter chicken curry, paneer masala curry, like जो बाजार की जो होती है patent curries. So normally you have to keep it on side. I'm not saying घर की कोई chicken curry बनी है आप खाइए, अच्छे से खाइए. कोई आपका शाही पनीर बने आप अच्छे से खाइए. But जो जिसमें बहुत trans fats हैं, जिसमें कि मक्खन, butter so much in the thing, you have to do it on side because उससे क्या होता है आपके, as I gave a talk on cholesterol last time, your LDLs will increase, your triglycerides will increase, no doubt it will be very palatable at that time. So you have to take conscious effort कि हमें थोड़ा सा curry को side पे करके खाना है. ये नहीं हम कह रहे सूखा खाएंगे, but we will keep our mind. If it's healthy curry, like जो हमारी कड़ी होती है, कड़ी तो आप खाइए, कड़ी is good, कड़ी खाइए, आपको जो भी खाना है खाइए. Don't misunderstand me for that. But I'm talking about the rich curry. Rich curries, rich food curries, like Kashmiri food में होती है, आपके ये butter chicken की curry होती है. So that way I'm talking about. So and incorporate rolls. Rolls are good, you know. You can put vegetables, make a nice, interesting roll for children, and you can just pick up a roll and go for your this thing, you know, lunch or whatever. So these kind of things are very important. And,
so we have a question for you. Can you give some examples of low carb diet?
Well, low carb diets means you have your intake of proteins there. Proteins are very important in such cases. You can go in for your eggs. You can go in for your, if you're going in for paneer tikka, have paneer tikka. But yes, carbs are the fuel to the system. You cannot totally neglect your carbs. Your 50% carbs, maybe you just have, divide in a week, maybe 2 days you're doing protein diet. And you have to have a toast. Like with egg, you need a bread. Sometimes, I'm not saying always, or you
Right.
have to take some kind of carb, maybe a nice bowl of, you can have a burrito bowl. You need some rice, boiled rice along with dal. So you need some carb of, some sort of carb is also important. Proteins, of course, you can have, but then वो क्या होगा, आपके अंदर weakness आ जाएगी, आपके अंदर fuel, वो जो carbs energy देता है ना, वो energy नहीं रहेगी, especially the homemakers. I will never
Right.
suggest you that you cut on your carbs. Then otherwise start your fruits. Banana is a very good source. Fruits are also good source of carb. Have fruit intake. So I suggest that maybe you can have a nice, one day the jerks which I give you is I give you a banana plan. So maybe you can have, nice bananas in different forms. You can have in a smoothie form. You can have in a nice, maybe with the yogurt, you can take it also. So I give a balanced kind of thing, and semi-detox. You can have a khichdi. Khichdi is very good along with vegetables. So you can incorporate. Carbs are important. Don't say no to carbs. There are so many myths along with that. So this is how basically your eating pattern goes. Yes.
So another question that we have for you is, what are the simple ways that I can understand that this diet plan is good for me?
Well, first of all, you have to assess your body, what suits you. Like if I am giving you maybe, if I give you aubergine, maybe, that eggplant. अब कईयों को बैंगन नहीं अच्छा लगता, right? So you have to assess yourself. Are you a pasta person? Are you an Indian continental food person? Or you're a roti person? Or you are just, you're comfortable with your soups and your sorted vegetables. So आपको अपने आप अपने अंदर का सिस्टम बोलेगा कि मुझको क्या सूट करता है. Sometimes pasta makes you bloated, so you will not go in for pasta at all. अंदर की जो फूड की जो कॉम्पोजिशन है, जो अंदर के फूड की प्रकृति हमारी बॉडी की है, whether we are vata, that is element of air is there, your heat up, pitta is your heat system. So it all depends on your inner system. What suits you, what doesn't suit you. मैं बच्चों को बोलूं कि आप oats खा लो, वो कहेंगे हम तो oats नहीं खाते, we don't want oats at all. So then I tell them, okay, start with your wheat flakes, or maybe sometimes they having chocos, because cereal तो उनको milk में देना ही है ना. So it all depends on your inner system. And inner system कब आएगा, जब आप अपने अंदर ही एक self reflection के मोड में आएंगे. You will practice yoga, you will be calm and composed, and you will channelize your energy in different pursuits. Like, it's not khana only. You will channelize in sports. You will take up a hobby. Maybe you start singing. You start dancing. So you have to pick up a hobby. And then assess your system, that what you want. And make your goals. Goals life में होने बड़े important है. अगर goals आपकी life में नहीं होंगे, then how can we forge ahead? Like I have come up to this particular pace, coming back to this particular optimism, because I always see the passion in doing things, and I don't miss any opportunity, whichever comes in my way. Though it's very big struggle for me, and I now last year was a big struggle. And yes, apart from that also, when I left my teaching profession and I took up yoga, I did my dietitian thing also. After working with so many clients in renowned corporate industry, it's not easy to set up your own venture. You have to, like I was with NGOs, renowned NGOs, Uday Foundation and Shaurya Trust Foundation, and where I was conducting the workshops for special children, for parents also. Sometimes, I used to get exhausted. Like, ye kahan tak, chalti rahungi, and from where I'll be just getting testimonies like that. But no, everything gave me experience for what I have enhanced in my Dietmantraz explores creativity. कोई चीज करना वेस्ट नहीं जाती, एंड अगर हमें उसमें रिवॉर्ड्स भी नहीं मिल रहे होते, बट स्टिल यू गेट द इनर सेटिस्फैक्शन दैट यू हैव डन इट. इनर कंटेंटमेंट का होना बहुत जरूरी आजकल की लाइफ में. सेंस ऑफ ग्रैटिट्यूड दैट यस यू हैव, I used to get so many testimonies that you do so many workshops, and I don't know how you're doing so many workshops to reach out people. उसमें क्या था, जब when you give, that when you're in the process of giving, you get that satisfaction. तो उसके बाद when I got acknowledgement, now I'm getting the acknowledgement step by step, that no time, no doubt, it's like it's like a tortoise, like there's a story now. What is that story? The rabbit and the hare and the tortoise. So gradually you get up on that step ladder, you step up, and then you feel that happiness within, that yes, now my efforts are getting recognized. So this is the time, that aha moment they say. So this is the
Right.
time when you feel that yes, जो मैंने किया इतने टाइम में, मैंने इतना जो मतलब उस वक्त opportunities को लिया. Though no doubt I was exhausted also, but not like a mad person. With your wisdom, हर चीज का अलग ही एक फ्लेवर होता है, एक अलग ही टेस्ट होता है हर चीज का, हर वेंचर का. एंड डू व्हाट योर हार्ट सेज. नेवर स्टॉप योरसेल्फ. Try it out and just forge ahead in your mission. So I think that this is how I'm stabilizing. Still, I have lots to achieve. I will not say that I'm putting full stop here. I have lots to come in my coming months and journey of my life. So yes, अभी तो ये शुरुआत है. So I'm just climbing up gradually. That's
Absolutely,
the whole thing.
absolutely. So, since we are running short of time now, and people have so many questions to you because this talk is very interesting, we will we want to know more about the line that you mentioned, that optimism is the faith leading to achievements. So, where does this line come from, and how it plays a very important role in your life journey?
Well, I feel that first of all, I'll say that yes, optimism is the basis of faith, which leads to your achievement. And एक faith ही था, there's a very good book, written by Daisaku Ikeda, Hope is Decision. And I mean, if anybody gets a chance to read this book, just go ahead. Hope is decision, and faith is the basis of life. I'll tell you, अगर इंसान को faith नहीं होगा ना life में, we will crumble. We need to keep a faith in our system to forge ahead. And it's not this, basically, you should never go out of rhythm. No doubt. There are challenges, there are negative obstacles which will pull you down. But if you're out of rhythm, just sit for a while, self-reflect yourself, and even if you're not into spirituality, maybe, or if you're not a spiritual soul, connect with some kind of a thing, or chant specifically whatever you need in life. Put your goals on a piece of paper. So I feel that today, I feel this faith is the courage. It is basically the vitality. It is the continuation. And it is the common sense. We need to have common sense also. Wisdom is very important. We just can't forge ahead with our projects like this. And faith is within your daily life and actions. It is in your persona, your personality. It reflects that. And in day-to-day activities. So, agar we keep that faith in our mind, ये होगा, ये कैसे नहीं होगा, ये होगा, ठीक है, जब it's, and otherwise नहीं होना तो just surrender to the divine. Just surrender to the divine कि नहीं होना. But अंदर की जो spark है, जो अंदर की एक ऊर्जा है, उसको हमने कभी fade off नहीं करने देनी. And never feel that कि भाई मैं तो कोई तो कर नहीं रहा तो मैं भी नहीं करती, right? It's we, like women is the architect of society, and we have to bring the change. You have to be the change, and let us change this challenge. So basically, we have it step by step by step. किसी न किसी को तो एक onus देना पड़ेगा ना, that we have to change. We have to change the system. It starts from one person, and then the one person, it becomes like a ripple effect. So we have to bring the change to be the change. And I think this month is so nice. I mean, I'm so totally, up in my this thing, ladder, being the Women's Day month, and after being getting the recognition from NHSA, the Empowerment Award, I'm so happy that when the efforts get recognized, it really steps up, it boosts up your calibrity, and to do more work. That is the thing. So faith जो एक चीज है, अपने अंदर का उत्साह, जो अंदर का एक passion है, उसको fade off नहीं करना. No doubt, I also had my what do you call, highs and lows last year, and it was very difficult because I stay independently and I was missing my parents a lot. This lockdown was really, giving me a lot of negative things. But yes, my family supported me, my sister supported me, and all my seniors, all my elders in the family supported me. सो सबको एक घर का भी काम करना सिखाया उसने कोविड ने, और अपने पर्सनल पैशन को भी इनहेंस करना सिखाया. बट basis was faith. Faith is very important. So I feel that every woman should not give up on the faith. Faith is really have a strong willpower and never get that dead end in your life. वो dead end अगर आ गया life में तो हमारे आगे full stop हो जाएगा. Full stop को तो हमने करना ही नहीं है. So this is what I feel.
True, very true. So having faith is very much important if you want to grow in your life, because that is the one thing that actually gives you courage and encourage you to move forward in life. And we wish that you achieve more milestones in your life, and you get acknowledged for every initiative of yours and every work of yours. More accolades to your kitty. Probably this 2021. I always say that 2021 is going to be the miracle year now. And definitely the people like you, inspirations like you, will be awarded and honored by one and all. So it was a pleasure to have you on our show, SheFlix, and this is our episode 17. So we are very happy that you took some time and you came here and inspired many women who are listening to you, and they have questions which you answered. And if there are a few other questions, definitely we'll send you the questions and you can get back to them. So thank you for being here in the show with us and sharing your insightful journey, of course, an inspirational journey to all the women out there, not just the women. We had some men watching you as well. So definitely that goes as an inspiration for everyone. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
No, my pleasure, of course. It was a great pleasure. Thank you so much, Akanksha ji. And it's a great pleasure for me also to come in GWC and share my journey with you. Great work. Thank you so much.
Thank you, people, for watching and being there for 5 minutes now. And a few people also shared. So thank you, everyone. So next Saturday, we'll again be with an interesting and inspiring story with you all. Stay tuned and make sure you share this video wherever you can. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, viewers. Thank you.